Citations in there where we're doing further research. Nice to see you again. So this is a big one. Anything you want to explain about this? We hope they get them. We hope they come out tonight, frankly. They're expecting it. Approximately 1,500 people, six commutations.
Were there any cases you did not commute or part of people?
We're looking at different things, but the commutations would be the ones that we'll take a look, and maybe it'll stay that way.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. This may be the single most inspiring, eventful, and hopeful day in American history, as we have just learned that all January 6th political prisoners will be set free. Yes, you heard that, all. I spoke with an insider at the DOJ. I texted because I was getting reports that January 6th political prisoners were being freed tonight. I said, how many? Because that's been the debate. Are you just going to free some? Are you going to free a few people on technicalities? And I got a one-word response back from my DOJ source. All January 6th political prisoners will be freed tonight via pardon by President Trump. This is breaking news. This is the most inspiring and consequential news potentially of the last 4 years. This side of President Trump's landslide win, these are the elections have consequences, and these are the consequences. America voted to free January 6th political prisoners and say no to the weaponization of government against their own citizens. And ladies and gentlemen, I've been texting with January 6th moms and the families of some of these J6ers, and they are telling me that their sons are being freed, that their family members are being freed right now. Hundreds, if not thousands, of Americans are being freed right now all across the country, and it's because of Donald Trump. Donald Trump, at a rally in Washington, D.C., said this, again, as he's talking, hundreds of J6 political prisoners are being released out of their cells and being told by federal officials inside of the court system and inside of the jail system, you're free. Go. Leave. It's amazing. It's amazing. Federal penitentiaries are exiting all J6ers right now as Donald Trump says this.
Everything starts and ends at the Oval Office. We love it. But we're going to go to the Oval Office. We're going to release our great hostages that didn't do, for the most part, they didn't do stuff wrong. You take a look at what went on. And look what happens in other parts of the country. In Portland, where they kill people, they destroy the city, nothing happens to them. In Seattle, where they took over a big chunk of the city, nothing happened. Minneapolis, where they burned down the city, nothing happened. Essentially nothing happened. All they want to do is go after the J6 hostages. A 76-year-old grandmother was arrested the other day because she was looking, I think because she was looking at the Capitol or something like that. No, we're not going to put up with that crap anymore.
That was Donald Trump speaking at Capital One Arena. He then went on to sign executive orders. We thought there would be a bunch of pardons in there. Apparently that's going to be happening later at the White House inside of the Oval Office because it has a little more symbolism. But here is what President Trump did sign. He did sign a bunch of executive orders there at the rally at Capital One Arena. The crowd goes wild.
The first is the rescissions of 78 Biden-era EOs and presidential memoranda.
You want to go over that? Do you want to say it? Do you want to say it?
Oh, if you want me to, sir.
Why don't you say what I'm signing?
Sure. The first item that President Trump is signing is the rescission of 78 Biden-era executive actions, executive orders, presidential memoranda, and others. Thank you, sir. Thank you. The second item, President Trump, is a regulatory freeze, as you announced in your speech, preventing bureaucrats from issuing any more regulations until we have full control of this, the government and this administration. Thank you, sir.
Sir, can I have a pen?
The next item, sir, is a freeze on all federal hiring, excepting the military and a number of other excluded categories, again, until full control of the government is achieved and we understand the objectives of government going forward.
Could you imagine Biden doing this? I don't think so.
Sir, the next item, as you announced in your speech, is a requirement that federal workers return to full-time in-person work immediately. Thank you, sir. Next, we have a directive to every department and agency in the federal government to address the cost of living crisis that has cost Americans so dearly. Thank you, sir. The next item here is the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Treaty. Yes, sir. We're going to save over $1 trillion by withdrawing from that treaty. And the next item, sir, is a letter that will be transmitted to the United Nations explaining that we are withdrawing from the Paris Climate Treaty. Thank you, sir. This next item is a directive to the federal government ordering the restoration of freedom of speech and preventing government censorship of free speech going forward. And lastly, sir, before we go back to the Oval Office to sign a large number of other items, is a directive to the federal government ending the weaponization of government against the political adversaries of the previous administration, as we've seen. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.